Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 10, Week 11. It's not Week 10, but it breaks every time I select that one, so... Starting out on Samoa here with a Sombra and Ana ban. Let me fix the...
Not exactly sure why the Sombra ban came through, but it's there. Kiangs get point control early. They just kind of stuff them in a corner. May wall off the Zarya. Get control of the point, so there's going to be a recontest, but they're going to have point coverage the whole time.
Yeah, an early cap from the Kiangs here sets them off to a good start. Wind trying to farm through the Rhine shield, but is not able to get anything done right now. Forces them out, gets the kill, yeah.
Dry. So I'm noticing Kiangs don't have speed here with a Reinhardt versus a Zarya comp that does have speed. So it's going to be really hard for the Rhine to actually capitalize on anything. Because he'd like to ideally just run up and bully the Zarya as much as possible, but he's going to really have a tough time doing that unless he hits a pin.
Exactly. And a lot of ults actually already online. I'm pretty surprised. Well, not online, but pretty close. Both the supports from the Kiangs almost have it, with Corgi already having ult. Probably going to use it early here.
Early rush, I mean, if they communicate that, I'm sure Wind is screaming about let's use it right now.
Yeah, that would definitely be the smart play. Corgi taking some poke damage.
They're not going to get it in time. The other supports on the Kiang already have theirs, so now they're mirroring.
Could have a good Kikai to counter the grab here. Luau falls first. Great opening pick by the Kiangs. It's like grab at exchange, but Wind gets traded out as well. And they're going to have no answer to the Mizuki Sanctuary.
Yeah, after you kill the Zarya that's inside it, you can't do anything. The beam is able to penetrate, but the rest of the team was outside of it, and they couldn't do anything to the three grabbed squishies in there.
Spinal going for a bit of a hero play. Gets found out, but does have the shatter. Opts to use the Blizzard instead from Odin. Doesn't find anyone.
That's where speed's useful.
100%.
And you have a Mei and a Rhine, but again, no speed, and now they're on Ramatra, who has his own built-in speed. It's going to be really hard for Reinhardt to do anything here.
Big Susie from Corgi almost hits it, but it was just a little bit too late. Both High Noons exchanged here.
Zoning High Noon from Jargo. But he's just going to get ran on. They still have point control. But yeah they're not going to be able to hold on to anything here.
Wind is able to stabilize in the Nemesis form and caps the point for the Thunder Chickens. Looking to come up on match, or sorry, what, yep.
Ult tracking here, it's a lot of ults for the Thunder Chickens to...
Rush at best.
Or 2/3 of a rush, yeah, it's kind of rough here.
You should farm that pretty fast, though.
Be engaged.
Nothing's happening.
Stalled out, which is not good for the Kiangs, because now they're not going to get another fight. Southwest has his ult now, finally, too, but I don't think he can touch. He's just going to die. And yeah, they won't get another fight. They come out on Mauga, that's not going to get there fast enough.
No, but he's got both hearts pumping for sure. I believe Spinal is known to have been playing the Mauga recently, correct?
I think so. I don't like the comp. I'll just say that from the Kiangs.
No, I don't either.
The Thunder Chickens is fine. It's, you know, pretty standard brawl comp. Lukiri, a brawl tank, a Reaper, a Cass, it works. Mei Ryan can work in this, but you need a Juno or a Lucio to make it work, and they just don't have that. They're just running kind of a double flex. I think Mizuki kind of fills a main support slot usually, but when you're using him like this, it's more of a double flex because he's not peeling for anything. There's no value that he can get from his chain.
Both teams sim TPing, however, the Kiangs opting to keep the sim, knowing that they're going to be running their Matra.
They do
Dr.
have Lucio
Jargo,
now.
yeah, Dr. Jargo swapping over to Genji from the Cass, and Southwest going to Lucio from the Mizuki.
I like this a lot better.
I do as well.
Genji should be able to also maybe keep that Reaper in check instead of just being able to shoot
Suzu's
Spinal.
used, Spinal engages.
Spinal is cut.
He gets
He's got
a ton of damage from that Reaper.
not just a lot of damage, but completely split from his team. He got no follow-up.
Yeah, not something you want to see from the opening fight here with the comp swap like that.
They did get 11%, but yeah, it's
Southwest
how you
swapping
want to
over to the Juno instead of the Lucio. So still on speed, but maybe a little bit more
healing
for the
Mauga.
Mauga.
I don't
And
think
better,
it
yeah,
has to make a difference.
better ult combo, probably.
Neither will be able to save him if he pins in again and gets split.
I think you just can't really go too far with your stomp because you do have the sim. You kind of need to have that be utilized.
He's
Going
used
in on the
early,
Cass,
but
yeah.
Paradox is down. Gets stomped.
Corgi responds with the Kasune Rush. Picks up the
Spinal
Spinal
gets caught
Moga,
from
yeah.
the Reaper v Juno in the spawn. Southwest 1 HP, gonna get out maybe? I think Luau messed up his TP, so yeah, he's gonna get out, but another fight win for Thunder Chickens. They did force out Rush, but Wind has Annihilation, and they're about to get Beat and Blossom to Blade Rush. So even though they used Rush, they're still kind of ahead on ults
Yeah,
while having point control. And once again, this is kind of last fight territory if you take it slowly again. And it kind of looks like that's what's happening.
On-run swap
Ring is used,
also.
you gotta go now. There's the rush. Your tank's 1 HP, have to use Suzu early. They're able to stabilize, other Suzu comes out, but now Annihilation is in the mid-fight. Wind is gonna get sidetracked on the Genji, he's not gonna find him, and Annihilation is gonna end. But Spinal goes down. Luau's 1 HP, does not get around the corner. It looks like the Kings are gonna pick up this fight when they should.
Juno ult committed against the Wind by himself on point.
Well, there were two people coming back.
Right.
I don't know if you needed that. I think you should have had that covered.
You have Cage Blizzard for the beat, theoretically. You just gotta make sure you don't get early Reaper ulted.
Yeah,
As
I
we
think
saw
you're just
from
supposed to try and
first
win
point,
that
though, it
battle.
doesn't look like they have like an ult tracker on the side of the Kiangs, at least not to my knowledge.
Well, they
So
were
they
running double flex, so
could get caught with their pants down here. Also, Corgi 85% to rush.
yeah, he's.
They're
building
just
Rush
they're
so
just
fast.
letting them build rush.
Final is just. He's got no armor already. He's in a corner. He's forced to pin out, and they're forced to use wall. This is not the way they wanted to start this fight. They have Blizzard. They Blizz Wind, but he gets Suzu'd and beat, and they missed. The cage misses. Luau finds the Genji. A lot of people low on Thunder Chickens. The Mei is coming in from behind and doing a lot of splash damage with her Endothermic Blaster. Able to pick up the Kiri. Spinal needs to stay alive here. If you're on Kiangs.
He's
Paradox
doing a
doesn't
great
find
job.
anything,
Gets a
but
crunch on the
gets to a
Wind.
point. Spinal finds 2. They're able to keep him up long enough to get a lot of value, and they might be able to win this, except for the rush comes in, the TP rush. That should be the map. The lone Genji. There's going to be respawns. There's a rush of their own. The Mei needs to get on the point here.
Do have Suzu for after that. Spinal's back as well.
Beat comes out again. It's just going to be so hard to turn this. They're all fighting for their lives instead of trying to get elims. And yeah. They have all these ults to kind of stagger onto the point with, but they're not able to actually use any of them in a way that can win them the fight, and so there's a early 2-0 victory on map 1.
Bit of skipping
Oh,
the
skipping play. Oh,
Ooh. um yeah, very quick first map
I
that
think
will
if you're
lead to
Kiangs, you
yeah.
gotta calm more when your team is engaging. It felt like there was a lot of disconnect between the front and back line with Spinal kind of getting caught out away from his supports a lot, and his team not able to like move in with him. And then other times it seemed like their back line wanted to go, and their front line just wasn't ready for it. A lot of Juno rings that didn't get used until the end of it.
Hmm.
Uh, I think they adjusted well, but not quite enough.
I agree. I think the second point was definitely better than the first one, in terms of feeling. But again, it's just something feels like they're just not clicking as five on the Kiangs right now. And in my opinion, the Thunder Chickens were just playing the better comp as well. And both of those factors kind of led to them taking an early 2-0 win on Samoa here. Going to Gibraltar for the second map, and we'll see what bans get underway, but maybe some swaps as well. Looks like Big Brain has joined the lobby. I know they like to play Crybology Soldier on some of those longer range lane maps, which I would say Gibraltar qualifies as one of those. So we'll see. Winston ban coming out.
I wonder if
Very,
that's a protect ban in some way from the Thunder Chickens.
I would assume so. I mean, if this Wind still just plays Aria only, or try to play Aria only,
I He's got his Gib theory on Zarya. I
right?
think if you're seeing a Winston ban,
It
that's
means
pretty
that
good
you're
into
gonna,
the
yeah,
Zarya.
you're
I
gonna
think that
play
means you're gonna
Zarya.
try Zarya at some point on this map. You know if it goes to overtime that they're holding under the bridge in the little health pack room for sure. Ban Winston. What do you ban here if you're the Kiangs?
I think I would probably ban Kiri, knowing that I'm gonna be playing Mercy here. Um,
Oh, you do have Crybology and support. I was about to say Ana, but yeah, noticing that you have the Mercy most likely.
I'd probably take a Kiri ban. Um, I'm not too familiar with their Thunder Chickens DPS line to know like what they would play. Um,
My thought is Corgi plays a lot of Ana, and it's a really good map for it. Even if it's maybe not the best pick with something like Azaria, but who knows? Win could still play like Hazard or Diva.
it's true.
And Ana goes pretty well with both of those. They banned Emre.
Banned Emery. I was not
Interesting.
expecting that.
I don't know if I like that, especially if Win does come out on Hazard. Emre is pretty good at living into a Hazard dive with his little pistol. I guess they're expecting Luau to play Emre, so they don't want him to be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't like the Emery ban, TBH. Showing some of the stats here on the screen. Um, some things I'm noticing.
Kiangs
Pretty,
comp.
yeah, pretty even.
33-40.
Yeah, pretty even on the stats across the board, I would say. Probably DPS advantage for the Kiangs, but definitely a tank advantage for the Thunder Chickens here. As we get an R in the chat from both teams. Look over to the maps. Again, Gibraltar being picked by the Kiangs.
So I think we'll see right now. If you want to play Zarya, you could do it here on defense. Paradox would probably be on Reaper. Luau maybe Genji.
It's true.
Okay, so they do go Diva. But yeah, on a Brig for the back line. Again, I think
Why
I think
ban
Ana was
Winston if
maybe
you're gonna play Diva?
I think because he maybe
Just-
wants to play Zarya on attack. That is when he plays it, but I don't know. It's kind of what I was wondering. Maybe they just didn't care and just wanted to protect their tank pick. That could also be it.
That's fair. Can't be mad about that. But also, would you ban Zarya on Gibraltar? Would that be unserious?
No, I think I think you would hope they ban Zarya on this map. Get the Zarya ban out of the way. You have a Mei and a Queen, so you are cart botting this to the extreme. Also Moira.
Yeah,
No
Carpology
Mercy.
Moira instead of Mercy.
They do get the cart underneath. It doesn't look like Thunder Chickens know how to attack this right now. They're just
No.
letting cart get pushed. And they get a pick. This, we've seen the Thunder Chickens try nothing.
And succeed.
Yeah, it's, alright, the cart is almost all the way pushed. We're a minute in, and this is the first time we're taking a fight. Odin gets, I don't know if he didn't have block, but he just gets taken down a cart.
Oh, he had block. I think he just didn't expect to get shot by the cast at that time. Wind is dangerously low. Gets demaxed. I mean, this is gonna be a cap from the Kiangs, no?
It should be, yeah. And Rosset, well, Rosset wants 3.
Corgi is sitting in the back, just waiting to get staggered.
I don't know. I was not expecting that.
Oh, here we go to the Zarya. Pull out the trusty Zarya. This Mei is gonna feast in this little spaceship. Oh my goodness. The Mei was that Carnage combo is deadly. And the cart's already halfway to the end of second point. More than that. They're up the hill. If they play this right, the Kiangs will have all 5 ults in this fight. Corki does use Nano and the Reaper on Luau. But the Kiangs have successfully stabled. If they can get this fight over with before the grab gets built. Use the Queen all here. They don't have a Curie on the side of the Thunder Chickens. It could be disastrous. Spinal's looking. Sees the lineup, but Paradox gets southwest, but uses
On
the
their own, but they do
self-res.
have the ult.
Yeah. Picks
They
up
get the brig, they
2
get both.
kills.
Oh. Wait, and there's an Ana. 1 HP got bubbled, but kind of a waste of a bubble, because now Wind doesn't have it for himself. Wait, Lua, this could be huge. Does get one, does
This
not.
should have been more. I think that was just a good use of support cooldowns there. Biggie Stretch is caught out. Southwest looking to find a pick here, which they will. Getting some not friendly movements there, involving your crouching key.
I don't know what that could possibly be.
We'll
I
have
think
to
maybe it was
keep
just...
an eye on that potentially.
Wait, Odin's behind them.
Odin
Blizz.
is behind them with Blizz.
The Maywall doesn't really do what it wanted.
And the grab ends up getting 0.
But they get
Southwest,
Luau.
yeah. Wind is
Wind's gonna
dangerously
go
low.
down.
Corgi is
They don't
1
like
HP, so is
final.
Biggie Stretch. You're just ignoring the
they use
Lucio on card?
Suzu.
Okay, there we go.
They don't have Suzu for the retouch. This is gonna
And
be
they've
full
got
cap.
a free Coalescence here as well.
I hated the way that they.
What is happening? That's a 3-minute and 58-second cap for the Kamino Kiangs. I mean, the Thunder Chickens look totally lost. This is a complete 180 from the previous map on Samoa. What do you want to see from the Thunder Chickens here to answer back to this basically 4-minute time bank, let's call it?
Something they need to change. Okay, if they're gonna sit high ground with a diva and on a big backline, they can't just play passive DPS line like that. They need to actually get their DPS line involved. You had Luau kind of going behind on Tracer doing a little bit, but you saw no help from Wind or Paradox for the most part. They need to kind of actually converge on a target instead of just holding the high ground forever. Or they need to get something with better range to actually take advantage of having the high ground. But they kind of did neither, and they were just stuck in no man's land for most of that.
Yeah, well said.
Okay.
Spinal Reinhardt?
I don't like this.
I
don't like this at
fear
all.
your time bank is not that good. I don't know.
As
Maybe they
as
know
someone
they're
who
going Zarya though.
finds any excuse to play Reinhardt on like most maps, this is not a map that I do it on. This is one of, if not the worst maps for Reinhardt. It is so hard to get anything done on this hero.
All right.
This is the best
All right.
point.
Spinal doubters. Let's see.
You can play him on third defense.
Okay, Wind is immediately off the Zarya. That's just the aura of the Spinal Reinhardt right there. Onto the Ramantra. What is... This is Gibraltar. This is not like King's Row. What are we doing on Rhine Ram? May? Rasa with another opening pick. This time on defense. Oh, Southwest does not make it up.
Final
It's okay.
drops. Wants to contest cart, but he's not actually contesting. He's just giving space.
Under the bridge theory.
They are alright. It's Gib theory.
Rasa is in no man's land, but they can just TP away.
Gib theory with no BAP is interesting.
And the Kiangs are set up pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. Support line keeping each other up in the back for the Kiangs. And no cart progress being made. Southwest just
Southwest
coming
won.
out of nowhere and getting executed by
They
dire
needed to
triggers.
live there. It's gonna be huge because now you really have nothing to contest cart other than your Reinhardt, and he's just gonna get forced out. And they're gonna be put into a corner, and there's no surviving this.
What is going on?
Okay.
They were playing Rhine under the bridge, but they weren't just stacking on the Reinhardt. And
Yeah, I think they've probably never practiced it, and I know Wind has practiced it 100 times and knows exactly how to beat it. So it just didn't work. Saying this from experience, as I was on his team last season, and we practiced this map to do that strategy. They know what they're doing, and the
I mean,
recontest here is just
a healthy
it's
amount
happening.
shaved off the time bank, though. I mean, down to 2 minutes, and they're still going.
2 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, there's no chance of them catching their time bank for this, even if they push it all the way in right now. I would... Okay, there we go. Spinal's off the Reinhardt.
They got 2 minutes off, but I do think that more came out of the fact that
We need to stop trickling in.
their support's got an early pick. before
Just
the
reset
fight
Kings,
even started. That's
please.
2 fights in a row where they just keep trickling.
We don't need both teams to not have an actual second point fight. They should be able to stabilize here with the Mei ults, although it is 4 ults to 3 ults.
What am I watching?
You're watching Ult Fest.
There's two distinctly separate fights going on, and blue team won both of them. There was a 2v1 on point and a 3v4 up top, and they won both their 2v1 and their 3v4.
I'm not sure
No.
what the logic was here of A, not opening with May ult on the high ground, and B, staying junker
high ground-
queen.
High ground was a trap there. You're playing high ground into them set up. You can just go low ground and force the point. You have a May and a Reaper.
Right, but the
They can't do anything with their high ground on that comp. I wouldn't want to run at them. Looks like they're gonna get out. Everyone gets
Yeah.
out with their lives. They get a redo at this fight. Southwest just forced out early and they're just gonna retreat. Reaper, most obvious Death Blossom of all time.
still gets one, gets two.
Still gets two. Yep. I mean, it was well executed. Team followed up on it. They used the wall.
Yeah, definitely calming for that
Play.
Suzu there. And now they're
That's where if you're the Lucio there, if you're biggest stretch, you gotta be ready for that, and you gotta boop him as soon as he gets there. But the wall was well placed. I don't know if he was actually able to do that. Southwest, ooh, I don't think he gets out of this one.
no. It's okay.
Can't
they've
do it
got
twice in
the-
a row. Good queen ult, but Deep comes out. Perfectly timed Suzu. Wow. What if Suzu completely flips that on its head? It doesn't matter because they have the rush, but it went from a 1 HP spinal to full HP. And they're just going to clean up. They've already won the time bank battle for this, though.
Yeah, we'll have Coalescence and Rush coming out here. Wynn's gonna go for an early grab.
Ooh,
though.
early grab. Good play, good play. Gets rid of the coal. The Kiri's 1 HP has to retreat, TP back. Their queen's separated. 1 HP manages to get back and spawn.
Odin
Spinal
does
gets
have
back
the
in the
Blizzard
fight.
though.
This Coalescence needs to
Freezes
come
out the Reaper. Kiri's dangerously low.
They should have this controlled.
Yeah,
Stay alive. Kiangs are looking
you gotta
good.
clean them up though.
They did
Okay,
manage to hold it.
I
And now it becomes tough.
that was like a misuse of ults from both sides. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Wynn's was technically correct. He just had no follow up, and I don't think he took into account the Maywall angle.
I mean, he did get one with it and nullified out the Coalescence, but then one of his teammates got picked.
Yeah.
I think his own Kiri. They're just undoing everything that he did with the ult. And this is a point that is heavily reliant on momentum. If you don't get it first try, it can be difficult. Big Queen ult gets a bunch. They're all low, but they're not finding the finishers. There's the finisher. Gets the tank.
Yeah, and they're gonna be down to under a minute in this next fight. Not looking good if you're the Thunder Chickens. And you have all 5 ults coming online here, but I don't even know if you're gonna be able to cap this with more than 30 seconds at best. Southwest does swap to the Pharah. Be interesting to see how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean, Pharmacy here would actually not be bad. I'm not a big fan of Pharmacy in Overwatch 2, but I think against no-hit scans like this, wait, huge stall from Southwest. Actually,
Yeah.
they might get another touch.
I think they will. They'll definitely be able to fade out into point here.
Yeah, they get the touch. I mean, it's gonna. I don't think they can win this. Wait, Wind goes down.
Yeah, Odin with the pick. Odin with the Blizzard.
Wait, the Blizzard
Gets
is
both
massive.
supports.
No way.
And it's just Onron left on point. And the Venture May
Some
duo is
sorta-
there to clean it up. There's 12 seconds left.
That's the map. Wind's still on Zarya, he can't touch. I'm not sure what happened there, but miscommunication, no one helped Wind, and he went down. And they somehow don't clean that up.
Wow, that is bad. There's no
I need to go
sugarcoating
back
that.
and look at what happened there because I'm not exactly sure how they didn't convert that into a fight win. They should have had it 2 fights in a row basically.
Yeah, that's 2
There,
fights
they
in a
didn't.
row now that
They didn't
Wind
get
has
either.
basically been really far up
Like,
and just picked.
yeah, a great blizzard from Odin here, but still, it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have come to that. You should have been cleaning up that fight earlier.
In my opinion, any Blizzard in that situation where you get both supports and the supports being Lucio and Kiriko means that someone was using their cooldowns wrong. Made a mistake there. I don't think you can get both. If you're, because when they threw the Blizzard, they were an ice block, I believe. So it's not like they were, freezing them to stack with the Blizzard AoE effect or anything. It'd be interesting to see where they're gonna take us for map 3. We've already played Control and we've already played Escort. I'm gonna have to assume that they're gonna want to stay away from Hybrid, just due to the fact that the Mei combination with the Spinal hero pool is looking pretty good. And they do have to play Big Brain. I'm not sure if they play mainly DPS or support for this team, but
I don't remember. They they cost less SR than Corgi does, so I know you can just slot them in. But I don't know if that allows you to then do anything different on the DPS line or not.
that's true. We get 2 separate mapper ban questions. Looks like they're itching to get to hear what the next part of their matchup will be. What do you think? You got any predictions here for map 3?
So Thunder Chickens get the pick. You just lost to Brawl on a dive map where they picked the map. So they brought themselves to a dive map, played Brawl on it, and won. I think that means you have to play a poke map. Because I don't know if you want to then pick a Brawl map into that or another dive map. I don't think the Thunder Chickens are probably a very good dive team.
Thunder
just not the way
Chickens
that
actually
Thunder
just
Chickens play.
opted to ban first.
I don't hate that. Because I don't think the map matters that much. The best map for you is probably something like a Junkertown. And that's on Escort, so you can't pick that. So I don't hate ban here. Kiangs have any lineup they want, because they've done Jargo one map, Anchorbology one map, whereas Big Brain has to come in. They go
Taking them to
Sura.
Servasa, yep. Stumped on this one. I think they're probably definitely going to be trying. Yeah, with Odin on the tank, I think this might be a Cat Bastion ankle, perhaps.
Probably. You might want to protect ban your support here. If you're expecting Cat Bastion and you don't want to mirror it, you can ban one of them. Otherwise, you can possibly protect your Lucio, because we saw on map 1 they weren't super willing to go Lucio, and this is probably Lucio's best map in the entire game. So if you're thinking that you're going to play it and they're not, and you don't expect Cat Bastion, I think protecting it is fine. Otherwise, are you going to spend the series just banning all the tanks besides Zarya so they can't ever ban Zarya? Alternatively, banning Rhine or Mei. It sounds crazy to ban Rhine, especially since Odin is now back on tank. Ban BAP. So they are hitting the support.
Again,
I think that is likely
can they not
both
just go Kiri?
protecting their own
Like Kiri
Lucio,
Juno?
as well as making it harder for them to play like a Rhine May comp on a more flat map.
Ban Baps
You do have
up.
Herbology DPS now. So I imagine Soldier probably takes an off angle here on this map, which is pretty good for doing so. Because if everyone runs main, then the Soldier gets their own lane and can shoot behind them.
Yeah.
If you're the Kiangs, you are able to ban Zarya right here. Decent
But
map
do you
for it.
want to if you want Cap Bastion? Again, I'm totally pulling that out of my butt. I don't know if
I
this
don't
team
know.
even
Yeah, I don't
plays
know if
Cap
they play
Bastion.
it. Who knows?
I know there's like one team in the league that I can count on them playing for sure.
Yeah, that's us.
Very fun comp for everyone involved, huh?
Super, super fun. I don't know if you saw it. I had 14 deaths our last map while we played Cat Bastion.
What?
It's
Which
tough
hero
playing
were
through
you
the
on?
support. Mizuki.
Oh, yeah, yep. The other support in the Cap Bastion, that'll do it to you.
Yep. I think Kiri was. Did we ban Kiri? I don't remember. They do ban Zar. I think that's just a smart play. Like,
Yeah, that's a good choice.
get
That's
it
a
while you
safe-
have the chance.
Good, safe choice.
You want to do it at least once. I know last season a lot of teams got too cute with it and would try to wait for the perfect opportunity to ban Zarya, and then we would just play an entire series with Wind on our team and never have Zarya banned. So I think this is smart.
Hold on, Corgi going over to DPS here.
Okay, so it does Biggie stretch coming in. Wait. Yeah, Big Brain, Biggie. Okay, Paradox comes out. Yeah, so this does allow you to change things around because now you have Corgi DPS instead of Paradox. Which I haven't seen a lot of Corgi DPS, but if you're a mid GM flex support, you can probably aim some.
You would think so. All right, let's take a look at the rosters here.
Initiating match.
Again, judging by the stats, I don't think we've seen too much Odin tank this season.
He's been on DPS a lot, is what I've noticed.
Ready for battle.
Then going to Servasa, picked by the Kamino Kiangs. And we will have Zarya and Baptiste banned.
Five, four, three, two.
Odin Ramatra, Wind Mauga,
Initiate flashpoint.
Spinal Junkrat.
Keep slide.
My initial thought is, what's going on for both of these sides?
Dunk is not bad on this point, but you have to play kind of around him, and they've already given up the space that you need to play Junkrat effectively here. You really need to be the team that controls the main in this first engagement.
Yeah, both
And they're
teams kind of
already
just
attacking
staring at each other.
Outside. Yeah, Spinal's gonna have a really tough time actually finding an effective angle. They do just kind of force out Wind early though, so they're gonna be able to retake the point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Wind has too much of a counterplay to this Junkrat
Yeah, I
Ring
think
Ray.
it's really hard for Wind when you have like a Sombra like this. I think it's very easy to get a lot done on the front end. Playing into Ram like that is very easy, and as you can see, just gets the slam for free.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a swap from Odin here. Maybe match the Mocha.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really hard for him to do anything.
Oh, Biggie Stretch has left the
Biggie,
game.
pause.
Wind taking the opportunity just to mow down Southwest
Just
while he's pausing.
mow Southwest down. He's Southwest is about 50 HP and on fire right now. I'm sorry, little one. As he grabs Southwest by the hand, dangling him over the crevasse before letting go, tears filled his eyes as the soul stone appears in his hand.
Well, on pause R. Yeah, I don't think so. So, Odin's still on Ramatra. The Corgi Sombra, I don't know if I
don't know
yeah,
what
I don't think I
does
like
in this
it.
comp.
Yeah. I think if the
It's
Kiangs commit to the Malgamir, they just straight up win it with the DPS lines here.
they do have a better DPS line for it.
And you have a I mean, not to be that guy, but like you have a ton more SR on your support line as well compared to the Thunder Chickens as well. Southwest will probably go down immediately. Yep. Wind came out of the pause, still shooting at the head. Dirty player. They were listening to me. They went to the Malgamir.
Yeah, I don't think if you're Spinal, you can actually play from there. Kind of shooting in from the side. Gonna get the point touch. This is a lot better. This is where you want to be as Junk. He stayed in a little too long. But Biggie Stretch is not going to go after him. Biggie Stretch could have gone in for the kill.
You gotta touch,
He's
folks.
going to get the opportunity to tire.
Oh my
Wind goes another
goodness,
1
what
HP
is
from it.
happening? Wind cages
That
a
is exactly
tire
why you
and
wanna
just
play
gets
this.
blown up. Wow, that was almost like a
I don't know.
masterclass in touching the point there by the Kiangs. That was really well coordinated there. I think 3 different players touched
Maybe
with like
didn't
a
know he was
fraction.
1 HP, or if he just wasn't confident in his ability to get the kill. But if you're the Lucio and you see a 1 HP Junkrat retreating like that, that is your job. It's a free
100%.
kill.
Do have the Kerbology Emerald coming up here though.
And
Solo EMP the
Spinal-
Junkrat. Yeah, screw that guy. You're not gonna be able to touch though.
However, you have forgotten the important thing.
What is?
I don't even know whether to call that micro or macro mistakes. Just
Both.
forgetting the point exists.
I think you just tunnel vision too much on the EMP call, and you just... Again, I think that comes down to the Lucio. That needs to be his job to touch there. I don't think he would provide much in that situation.
Sombra. So I think if the Lucio touches, he just dies. I think the Sombra has to try and get one in behind, but I guess they were going for the EMP play on the Junk. which, I mean, it did get him, but now you either force the Lucy to touch or you don't get it at all. The rush comes out and they just blow up everyone through it.
Don't think that was necessary, but
It looked cool as hell.
yeah. It's pretty badass. And here we'll have
Cage Blossom
yeah
versus everything.
versus Cage everything.
What's stronger, Death Blossom or nothing? As they just go first and win. Alright, good play. Junkrat gets his one.
Picking Biggie
Yeah.
Stretch there is actually big because I don't think he's gonna be able to build beat by the time they come back. So if they're smart, they'll try to cage early here. And I would send my Mizuki to be far away from them and then be able to kind of like make a third cage kind of with the Mizuki ult there. What do you think about that?
So you can get caged and put the Mizuki ult in the right spot. I've been trying this in comp. Kind of like that. What did the EMP hit? Oh, it hit like everything? Got 3, I think, yeah.
I didn't even hear it go off, to be honest.
It on my screen the visual bug.
Ah, okay.
There was no EMP at all. I heard the voice line and saw the people were purple, but there was nothing there. You
Yeah.
can kind of use Mizuki ult when you see the cage. And if you put it in the right spot, you can line it up so that there's a little bit of the Mizuki ult in the cage, and then everyone can kind of play in that section of the cage.
Right, that's what I was
Win
trying to.
plus 1 HP.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
trying to describe.
And if you do it right, there's such a small part where the enemy team effectively can't really go into it. You can just body block them. And if you do it perfectly, it completely nullifies the cage.
Yeah, in a situation like that where you've got both Maugas going, well, I mean, obviously they had Rush and Beat going for them, but the Reaper just wins that matchup every day of the week.
That's kind of unfortunate for Kiangs because they did have huge ult bank advantage there for that point, but after a couple fights, they weren't really able to convert it. They got
Absolutely.
lane out of it, but then they weren't able to hold point. They over invested, I guess. Junkrat is isolated against a Reaper. This is not in his favor.
Gets the Wraith out though. And you almost have the Riptire. Traps the Mauga.
If you're Corgi and you are tracking their Junkrat tire, you gotta be behind him looking for him to pop it. Just invis and you can hack him out of it. I don't think that's what they're doing because Spinal's just in the middle of the fight.
No.
So no reason to do it.
Why are the Thunder
Taking
Chickens
the
still
tire.
fighting this?
They get
Oh, I think that was a mistake by the Thunder Chickens. They invested so
get
many
two
ults
ults.
there.
yeah, 2 ults out in a lost fight.
Two of your best ult. I mean, Cage Blossom is
Yeah, your Cage Blossom
a really
combo
good
got
combo.
nothing, and you lost the fight.
They'll still have Rush and Cage from the side of the Kiangs here. I mean, that should be able enough to lock up
You
this
do have
2-1.
EMP. You do have EMP. To
That's
effectively
true.
Cancel that. But they do it early. They need to convert now. It looks like they're gonna.
Odin will be able to stall a little bit here.
It was either wait for the cage to come out and try to nullify it with the EMP, or try to take an early fight and play aggressively with it. They chose to play aggressively with it, and they do get the fight win, but now Kiangs got to save their ults, but only EMP was invested. So I think you take that for sure if you are Thunder Chickens.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Um,
You can just dump everything you have here.
you kind of made up for the one ult because you won the fight and you got to shoot them.
Come on, let's get some more ults going from the Kiangs.
Big Bang kind of got hung behind that small window there. Wasn't able to help his team much, but they're able to stay
What is
alive.
going on?
through it.
What are we doing?
I don't know what the rush was there from Rasa. Kind of an odd spot for it. They're gonna match it after the rush ends.
They
Odin's
just
still fighting this. Tyre comes out. What is going on?
that
Okay,
was a horrible
you need
misplay
to-
by the Kiangs. They had that in
you
the
need to realize
bag.
when fights are won, I think is
They just refused
teams
to.
struggling.
All you need to do is use the Curio ult when you cage. Oh
They
my
invested 3 ults
goodness.
there and did not win it, but they got out both support ults, so not the end of the world. But the problem was
You
used
need to
2 of
win
the
that.
fights after the fight was kind of already lost.
You
You
just
did
straight up
get-
need to win that because they're gonna EMP cycle here.
Yeah, you at least did get the rush to come out late, but like you just needed to go faster. I don't know. You got to pair your ults together.
Well, it doesn't matter what they got. They have none. They have no ults remaining.
Yeah, and you're about to get pounded by their choice of EMP or Cage Blossom.
I don't think we can say how bad that was, but EMP used by
Counterpoint comes
Corgi.
in and EMP is well timed. Yeah.
That'll be a team wipe.
And again, they went early with EMP, so Kiangs didn't even build any ults there. They finally
Yeah.
have Mizuki ult, but you still have Cage Blossom.
And the Thunder
And-
Chickens were able to secure that with only one ult.
Effectively last fight. If you're Southwest, this has to be the best
Yeah, this has to be the.
sanctuary that you've ever placed in your life. Because otherwise you're about to go down 2-1. Alright, it's there. They're gonna opt not to Blossom.
Let's
Wind
see
goes
if that
down.
bites them.
I think if
That
you're,
might come back to bite them in the butt.
if you're Luau, I know they were back there, but
Okay.
go for it anyway. And maybe he couldn't get to them in time.
Yeah, it didn't. It looked like Wind was going aggressively and going at the right time. I just don't think that anyone else was able to catch up to him.
Yeah, maybe not quite in sync.
You can.
At least with the Mizuki ult now being able to block projectiles leaving, that's huge for the Cage Blossom thing because they put down their Sanctuary and I saw Luau did chase them through it, but then they backed out the end of it. So if he's still in it, he can't shoot out of it. So maybe it was well placed enough. Rush comes out, and Odin is just in the middle of it. He's gonna get laddered. Spinal, this needs to be big from Spinal. Fortunately, Southwest goes down. Spinal is getting some, but is he getting enough?
No.
Just, I don't know if you saw it, the Blossom in front of Spinal. I think he missed the second headshot on it, and Southwest died to it just then.
I'm gonna be that guy. He missed both headshots in that.
Did he miss both?
He body shot twice, yeah. I think the indecision from the Kiangs just led to their demise there.
Yeah, I mean it was very clear that the Thunder Chickens were calming ults a lot better there.
100%.
It's not this person needs to do this thing better. That's not, Spinal needs to land a shot there at the end. They were just getting outplayed.
Done and done.
Yeah, not much you can do about that other than use that for your next map as information and try not to make the same mistake again.
Also, was the Zarya ban out of the way, so Wind does get Zarya for the final 2 maps if it comes to it.
I don't know. They've been looking better on every tank that isn't Zarya, to be honest.
That's true. I do think there's something to be said about it being easier to counter swap against the Zarya than the Mauga here, but I think if you're losing the Maugamir And the Mauga comp is something that requires a lot of coordination, and your team clearly is not coordinating your ults as well. I think you need to try maybe Orisa.
I think the problem was that they went Odin tank that map, right? To get the Carpology DPS map. So you just weren't able to get that Orisa pick maybe, but again, I think the Malga mirror was going well. Again, it was that lack of ult from Rasa on the the third point there to have it swing 2-1 in favor of the Thunder Chickens rather than the Kiangs. That really
I
was
do
the
think
nail in the coffin for him.
the spinal tank comp I think has looked better for the Kiangs, so maybe a silver lining here. You get to run this for the next map, or two if you want to, if you think this is the way that's going to give you the best shot.
Mm-hmm.
But you need, if they come out on this Mauga look again, you need some way to actually prepare for the fast early engages by something like the Sombra, or you need to better pair your ults because they're getting more out of their ults right now.
Well said. Definitely going to need to see some adjustments here. Honestly, from both teams, I didn't like either side's play that map. Obviously, the Thunder Chickens won, but I think it was easy to forget some of the shortcomings, like just not touching first point and solo EMPing a Junkrat. Those are the kind of things that you forget about when you win 3-1 a Flashpoint. That was the only one you lost. So, but again, if they won that one fight on third point and then ends up being 2-1 outside of their favor, then you're gonna be scratching your head and being like, okay, let's not do that. Taking a long time to ban the other. Okay, here we go. Lucio ban coming in from the Kiangs.
Good ban. I think it's been established that on this lineup, your team probably just doesn't like playing the Lucio as much, so get it out of the way.
Do they like Lucio in any lineup?
Probably not.
I mean, they were running.
I don't even know if they have really a Lucio player.
So I was gonna say.
I think Southwest is probably their preferred Lucio, but I think he's much more of a flex support player, so I mean, he does play a good amount of Lucio, but I think he's a flex support first. Whereas like Biggie Stretch has been playing a ton of Lucio. So, maybe force him onto something less comfortable. So Freya ban and Lucio ban. Freya ban targeted at Jargo. Pretty straightforward. I will say, I don't think Freya ban. I know you're hitting Jargo's hero pool. He plays a lot of it in comp. He can flex to almost anything in this. I don't think that has as big of an effect as you would hope it would have. Especially, I know Freya's good on this map too, but I think Jargo can play a lot of things where that's maybe not going to be what you wanted to pick.
I would agree with you. I think the Freya ban was a bit odd, but perhaps no, not even protect banning the Sombra because they already banned the Sombra map 1, did they not?
Yes, they already banned Sombra.
So yeah, I'm not too sure what.
I would have expected maybe a Queen ban, and they are on Queen. Just to hit what Spinal likes to play.
Ain't no way you banned Freya while scrolling TikTok. Yes way.
Because this is why you got to play something else in comp, so that when people look at your profile, they don't just insta-ban the hero that you have the most time on.
Wow, this guy has 800 hours on.
That's why I'm playing exclusively Mizuki this season, everyone. Gotta bait out the Mizuki bans.
I do like the Wu Yang pick too.
Yep. Good pick. They've moved Biggie Stretch over to the flex support to play Kiri. And put Big Brain over on the higher skill ceiling Wu Yang. You can get a lot out of this hero, especially on this map. It's a good map for him.
Big
Kind of the
Suzu
same
by
way that it's a
Rasa.
good map for Freya. They're both just kind of posturing. Neither team wants to engage, but the Queen should have an opportunity here. They're just gonna back up.
Both teams playing a little scared. I
They
think someone
shout
needs to just to go
defensively.
in.
Win season opportunity. Big slam. Good play. But
Wind
he's
is
gonna
stuck.
get walled off.
Yeah.
Ooh, huge wall by Odin. Not only staying alive on 1 HP, but then getting the kill. They need to keep Spinal up, but he has Shout. He's 1 HP. But they're up their tank. They're now up a support as well. They're just gonna clean this up. Luau is gonna die on
Still
point.
fighting?
They're missing literally every shot on him. Just
They're
watch.
ju-
three
they're just
people shoot
staggering him
one
more,
Reaper
right?
and- Yeah, gotta make sure you stagger while they're not on the card. but
Odin using Maywall to wall off his teammate and then wave at him.
It's the thought that counts.
Holy crap, Lois! Look at the ult spank from the Kiangs. Luau swapping to the
Here's where-
Echo.
Here's where I really don't like the DPS lineup for the Thunder Chickens. Sombra Echo with Mauga feels like it's going to be hard to actually take advantage of his pins. Like, Wynn's going to pin in every time, and here he gets an ult from his Wu Yang, but otherwise he's going to have almost no help. He gets 3 people in his cage, but they're outnumbered in it, and he has to cancel it. He gets Jargo. Spinal. Okay, well,
But they
Wynn
got-
just kind of 3v1 that fight.
They got fast
They
spawn.
do get the point. They got checkpoint. Wind killed 4.
Correct, but everyone's gonna get the forward spawn, so
Yep. Makes it harder.
Enemy forward spawning.
you can just come back in with Mayo.
I really want them to play something that can combo a little better with the Mauga. Echo's not bad, but you really gotta land the stickies.
Odin
kinda gets
already with a pick.
Thought, like Odin. I don't think he saw him. Spinal forced to retreat. They're low. They're getting cart progress. The Suzu comes out to keep them up, but they're pushing cart down their tank, and they managed to get one. Southwest is 1 HP, but he's gonna get healed up in time, and the shout comes through to keep him up.
This is looking dire for that.
It's looking like map 5 is in the books as well.
I would tend to agree. I mean,
We do have a Reaper, and there's the Zarya. Okay. I'm surprised it took this long playing into a
Yes.
Queen comp to go Zarya, with kind of no help from the Mauga, but they have now gone Zarya Reaper. So I think now we have a map. We got a map on our
yeah.
hands. They've just given them a 60-meter head start.
However, a lot easier to Mayo.
And
A
look at
Zarya
this, they
than,
immediately are able to get onto the Junker Queen, and so they don't get a lot of value out of this Curie rush because the Queen was kind of forced out by the Reaper, and the Queen's gonna go down. No, the Suzu's just in time, but they get nothing out of the rush.
Suzu was really min-maxing it there. Come on, let's see a Blizzard. Come on, chat.
They lost their tank. They're all grouped up.
We're holding this for Overwatch 4. I mean,
95 meters.
you gotta use that.
3 meters down. But they looked like they had controlled that fight pretty well. How to EMP sometime. You're one to talk. So he's just.
I would
he's
say
just
no
holding
you,
it.
but
He
I don't
doesn't
want to
his
like
Blizzard
get in trouble
EMP,
for
I guess.
spoiling ults, even though like surely you know he has it. Like they're gonna get Reaper ult by the time Odin uses ult.
I mean, I guess what Odin is scared of is he's scared of getting his Blizzard EMP because you can cancel Blizzard by EMPing the drone. But I don't think it's worth that.
Wouldn't you want that to happen though?
No, because it completely nullifies the Blizzard, and I think Blizzard is better than EMP.
Right,
And then you
but
also get the after effects of EMP.
I mean, at this point, you're never gonna like neither person's gonna ult, you know?
Yeah, but I think if you have lead, I think you're fine with that, actually. And I think the trade goes against you. I think if you're Odin and you think that Corgi is specifically holding to use on EMP, you're fine. There is, as a Mei, you actually can protect your own Blizzard. You can Mei wall on your drone as you throw out the Blizzard to protect it from EMP, but I don't know if he knows how to do that.
Maywall your drone from like where the Sombra is.
Yeah, so you can have your Mei wall come up through the drone. The drone does not have collision.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can put your Mei wall up around where your drone is, and it will protect it from an EMP.
I see. I did not know that because I don't think there's been many Mei Sombra matchups.
There's the bubble, but it's not enough. He doesn't get anyone in time, and the bubble just
Someone ult, please.
dies.
Wow, they heard me.
Do you have a direct pipeline to wind?
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Wait, Korg. Wait, where did Korg die? Where did Korg go down?
On their own high ground.
Huh. They should get checkpoint here.
I mean, it's been 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, and what DPS on both teams has not used ult. Please.
I think this is. I mean, it's crazy. At this point, if you're Odin, you know he's just holding it for it.
Yeah, but like you said, they have the lead, so they're chilling.
Yeah. But the lead is escaping a little bit. Because now their comp is better than yours.
Oh my goodness.
Blizzard comes out. Oh my gosh, they killed the Sombra first, so we Blizzard.
We have a Blizzard, folks.
He was just waiting for it. That's all he needed. He needed his team to first pick the invisible character so that he could use
Oh
Blizzard.
my
Hey,
god. Corgi, okay, I don't want to call people out, but like, you got all at this next fight, you know? Surely, right?
I would
But
hope-
Jargo's gonna go early with Blade. Blade shout? That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Am I smart? I don't know.
Oh, Odin gets caught out. He's 1 HP. One's gonna be looking for him. Southwest rallies to save him.
EMP's the
think he's
Blade,
still
dies to the
alive.
Blade anyways?
Well, they saved EMP for 9 minutes to do that.
Holy crap. Ults are being used.
Again, I think this is on the Sombra to try and EMP early because it benefits the Mei to hold it, so they're never gonna do it in that situation. So you just have to use yours.
Right.
Because an ult stalemate just doesn't benefit you on a map, on a push map like this.
They do have grab, but I mean, Odin is tripling Corgi's ult charge right now, so you should be able to counter the grab with the Mei ult. Spinal just dies. Oh no.
Oh. Wait, the rush comes out. 10 seconds left.
Oh no from
Blue
everyone.
needs to
Wait.
farm 13%
Wait.
ult charge
Wait, they're
right
not gonna
now.
touch. They're not gonna touch. Chat, they're not gonna touch.
Yeah.
Oh
Southwest
lord.
Boulevard. I
Disastrous.
I know theoretically you holding your
We're
TNT
gonna
there
debate this forever, aren't we?
is the correct play because you technically get more value out of it, but not when you're behind.
It's just like the three kids discussing a
Can't wait
Fortnite
9
meme.
minutes. What else are we
Who
supposed to
should ult
discuss?
first?
No one did anything. They
Who
just
should ult
sat there
first?
looking at each other for 9 minutes.
Staring contest.
I mean, they got checkpoint like 2 minutes in, and then there was basically nothing that happened for the rest of the map.
Hey, wow, wind it 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes of objective
The
time.
objective time.
This guy loves the cart. I don't know, like,
So looks like the Thunder Chickens picked to ban first, so they're giving them their choice of Koth. No, they already picked Koth. What is it? It's hybrid.
it's surprisingly it is hybrid, yes.
When do we see
Saving the,
map 5 hybrid? That almost never happens.
I know, hybrid and escort IMO are the
You
two
should pick
most,
early.
yeah, advantageous ones to pick first or second. Again, Thunder Chickens take map 1, Kiangs take map 2, Thunder Chickens take map 3, Kiangs take map 4, so really it's anyone's
Here's the
game
KR.
here.
I'm tempted. I need to tell Odin that he can protect it. I don't know if he knows the tech. I don't want to see what just happened happen again.
Are you sure?
And Rhine.
Made for some riveting commentary. Banning Ryan is kind of crazy.
I actually think it's correct play. They've shown that they want to play Rhine May and you're a Zarya team.
Wouldn't you want to ban the Mei though?
I think
You can just go ram into the Rhine and just win that straight up. But you can't play the Zarya that well if the Mei's available. Like the
who was
walls,
banned last map?
um Lucio and
Lucio. I think
they ban Reaper.
I think you can play it better. I think you can ban Rhine here. I would rather play into May than Rhine, I think, if I'm a Zarya. But
I would
probably
rather-
not if I don't have
and
speed.
I would rather play into Ryan and just play Ramatra. He looked really good on Ramatra.
I mean, sure. Yeah. Maybe it's not the most optimal, but I think it's still a good ban regardless.
yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad ban. I just think
I think both
there was
those
a
options
better ban.
accomplish what you want to do. Tomato Timmy says timid, submissive May gameplay. Friend request from Rasa.
I also got that.
Let's go. I've actually been purging my friend requests or my friends lately, so I've been told that if you have too many, it makes your game run more slowly.
Really? I've not heard that one. Maybe that's why they were limited to 200 friends in the early days. Wow,
Wait, did they take the friend limit away?
it's 500 now, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was still at 200.
I did too, and so like a year ago, I deleted a bunch of my friends list because I was at
I
like
was at like 190.
I was gonna say I was at 196, so I was like, oh man, I gotta remove a bunch of people. And then I googled it, and I felt kind of stupid after that, but. Attack theory. So we've got they're making the decision to bench themselves as the captain. It's very interesting. Let's see if it pays off for them.
They just lost with themselves benched. I would assume they would want to go back to the comp that they won on
Right.
map 3 where they looked so good.
Also, I do have to
Or
shout
map
out
1.
this thing in the chat. Wind more like losed. Lol.
Got him.
Captain does not believe in themselves. Sad.
Can I make Tomato Timmy a mod? This guy's speaking facts.
Tomato Timmy mod before me. It's so over.
The only reason I'm a channel mod is so I could throttle the Pokemon League stuff.
Initiating match.
So start up your own league for something.
Tried that. The Valorant League.
Sorry, you've been beaten to the punch. Didn't you watch all the seasons that we had?
Ready for battle.
No, I'm saying I was one of the admins of the Valorant League in
Oh,
this,
okay.
and it never started.
No, I'm pretty sure we got like good 7 seasons.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Three-peated. You know, nothing special.
Ram May. There's the Freya. No speed, but you don't need it as much. With something like this, you have a lot of poke.
You
Versus
do.
Kirilu. And there is Zarya.
Five, four,
And they have the May.
3,
Oh wait, never mind. They have the Farah.
1. Attackers incoming.
So I don't do this matchup ever. Who has the advantage here? Is it the Farah or the Freya? I gotta imagine Freya.
I think Freya has it for sure. I tried to play Farah into Freya on my team's last match, and it did not work.
Odin walls at the entrance choke. I don't like walling there because it's really hard to follow up on anything because you're kind of doing it in such an open area, and it's hard to completely encircle them, so it's hard to actually pin them against the wall. And now, as you can see, they kind of give up a lot of space. They don't have a wall until right now, and they're just going to fight through it. They've got point control after only 45 seconds.
I think you just wait for your form to come back here.
You wanna wait to use wall. They're gonna have it again. Their wall comes out, better wall. Suzu forced early, spinal low. Wind low, wind falls.
Oh.
Suzu is late.
Man. Rasa is just dominating the Kiri matchup right now. Excellent Suzus. Also the Mei walls by Odin. Chef's Kiss. Wind had the advantage in every facet of that fight, but still fell early.
Yeah. I didn't like the early Mei wall from Odin, but the next two were good.
Oh, yeah.
Walled up Wind from his healing.
Maybe that was the setup, you know?
Fade him in.
Yeah.
Give up 2/3 of the point to...
Lull them into a false sense of security.
I think the Suzu came out. They're gonna match Rush. Both rushes overlaid on each other. Freya ult finds nothing. Wind explodes with Annihilation here. Just cleans everything up around him, and that'll be the point.
Yeah, quintuple kill off the back of Wind's Ramatra ult will secure the first point cap here. You still do have May ult and beat coming into the next fight. So it'll be a bit of a wash. I think if you trade the May ults though, you're gonna be looking pretty. I don't know for who, but for someone.
There is something people gotta be careful of. There is Mizuki ult here. It will eat May ult. I found that. I mean, I knew that, but that happened in pugs last week. I ate a May ult as Mizuki. It layers on top, but Biggie Stretch goes down anyway. They May ult.
Oh, a smart play by
Mizuki
Odin.
ult's stronger. Trade's still
Spinal coming out.
Spinal's ult ends and he's gonna get taken down.
I don't think Spinal knows that you can't. You can't get the Embryo to ult with the whatever it's called.
Ravenous Vortex.
Yeah, because the Embryo's just too high up.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to throw the. My point is, you'd have to throw the Vortex above his head,
Yeah, you'd have to hit him with it basically.
and that's very hard to do. A swap onto the Orisa from Spinal here.
He's 1 HP already. Free ult hits Wind, but it is Suzu.
Yeah.
Rush matched with beat from Biggie Stretch. Wind has Annihilation. That's gonna be a lot of damage on point. This is gonna be really hard to contest.
Oh, Biggie Stretch 1 HP though.
Oh, Biggie Stretch falls, but they do have Rush Annihilation still. Even though they're down, they should have the advantage. They'll be able to Suzu this. Blizzard comes out on top, and they are able to win, even though they did get the first person to be picked was from their side. They still are able to clutch it up with a lot of ults.
Yeah, you did have to invest 4
4
ultimates, but you did cap it. So
Good example of if you just throw enough ults at it, it will work.
correct.
Every fight is winnable with enough ults.
Spinal looking to make a play here. Will be close to Result. Probably gets a mid fight here. Gets both their DPS low on the side of the Thunder Chickens. Forces the May ice block, but
Thunder Chickens have
They're-
used almost every cooldown here. They gotta be careful. Wind gets changed, but Spinal goes down. Thunder Chickens
A
had
big
basically
Mayo.
nothing there. Wind walls, but it's not enough. The Suzu comes out and actually saves both.
oh, big Mizuki ult as well. That should stable the Kiangs enough to get this fight win as they pick up the kill on Big Brain and Wind,
Good Mizuki
sending the
ult.
Thunder Chickens back to their spawn. And Spinal now has the level 3 perk.
I assume I don't play this matchup. I assume that's very good into Ram, because you don't really need your spin.
Oh yeah, the shield. That's really good. Unless you were planning on eating the May ult, but you can just null that with your Fortify anyways, so.
You got that with your Mizuki. Your Mizuki eats those. Actually, they're off Mizuki. They're on BAP now. Orisa ult doesn't really get much, but it does the lamps force early from Southeast, and they're 1 HP. All the
Oh,
ults
a
from Red Team
huge
coming out.
Orisa
That's
shield.
4
And
ults.
Dr. Jargo, almost gets the Emery.
4 ults from Red Team, and Odin gets frozen on top of a pillar, and no one sees him except Biggie Stretching. It's booped up to high ground. Biggie Stretch with the beat. That's all 5 outs, or ults.
Touch. Oh,
All 5 ults come out of the Thunder Chickens. They barely get anything for it, but they only needed 1 to kind of flip the fight, and they eventually got it.
oof. That's a rough showing from the Kiangs there. They were so close to so many ultimates, but they just weren't
It
able to
was
farm
such
any of
a
them.
good job of holding on there through 4 ults and eventually 5, but they just didn't have any. And you can't beat 5 ults with no ults.
No.
Unless it's just not something that you can win. Like if they mess it up, sure you can win, but you can't be the one to decide it. They gotta really mess it up, and they didn't.
Definitely having a good match on our hands. We got full cap with a minute 30 in the time bank. However, I think
Ready for battle.
the Kiangs will be even better on attack. I don't know if they should run the Chunker Queen look, because I just don't like the Chunker Queen into the Ramatra, but it has been their best look tonight, so I say that as they swap to Hazard. We'll see what will actually happen. Back to the Chunker Queen.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Same comp from both sides, just switching out the tank for the Kiangs.
A lot of
Ice
posturing,
block
deciding where
used
they
by
wanna
the
go.
Luau.
Spinal needs to be careful because he's playing into a Mei. As he goes for the flank. Very easy to get walled if you're there. Odin is forced to wall to keep himself alive. Doesn't have block in time. Now he's got block, but he's still in a precarious position. Uses wall to save himself again. He finally goes down. The lamp is just too late.
Yeah,
as well.
a little bit of late of an entirely field.
Spinal's gonna fall here as well.
Barring a miracle, yeah. Thunder Chicken's looking better in the ultimate
Yeah.
matchup here. However, there are two of the Kiangs on the high ground.
Wind is chasing them down. And Southwest also falls. Odin finds Luau. Wait, the Mei goes down. Where did I miss that?
Spinal and
Winston in play.
Winston. I can't say that I hate it. I mean, I kind of like this for the first point.
I don't hate it. I feel like the Kiangs weren't sure how to attack that with a queen into it, so they just swapped it.
Oh, Spinal misses the jump.
Southwest down again.
Zoning Blizzard?
I do not like BAP with this, however. I imagine you have to window here and then swap to something else. Like, the Blizzard is good enough for Wind
They
to pick
get
up
a
the
second tick as well.
Yeah, but they've lost all momentum. And they're gonna have to go for it again. Basically the
do
same
have
amount of
window,
percentage that the Thunder Chickens had. They got about 75% before having to get the rest.
Let's see what they do with this window here. Oh, big wall into wind. It's not going to be enough to get the kill, though. They re-engage with B.
And Southwest, okay, I have to imagine Southwest swaps here.
I just don't think Winston... I don't think Spinal knows that he's not going to be able
There's
to
the
get...
Mizuki.
He's not going to be able
You
to
can
pick an Emery as
Pain the
Winston.
Ram. Odin's gonna fall again. Odin's gotta get this Blizzard. The Mei is just not doing anything because he doesn't have any more pressure from his tank now. You have to basically use Mizuki Chain to try and prevent Wind from going anywhere and then Blizz him.
Yeah, let's see if they get it done.
The Winston just kind of drops down.
Oh, you got a touch, though.
They're not able to
No.
touch, yeah. The Mei ults just got stacked on top of each other, but it just meant that you couldn't touch point because they were behind it on the point themselves, and so they didn't actually need to do anything. Spinal 1 HP loses to Korg. The fight is still going on point, but you
I don't
care
know
about
if
this
I would
if
call
you
it
lose game.
that. Okay, Gorky actually picks up a kill from way downtown.
Korgi killed the Winston near his own spawn and then comes back and throws a grenade to get Big Brain.
I'm not too sure. Sounded like I was hearing a wrecking ball, but I think that was an audio glitch.
I really want Odin to switch to something else, but I don't know if he plays anything else. I don't think we've seen anything besides May. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just May.
Reaper would be really good here. I don't remember the bans. It's Reaper's available, I think, though, right?
No, Reaper's banned.
Reaper is banned. Okay. It's Reaper Rhine bans.
Yeah, Odin's just able to farm Blizzard so fast with that perk combination. But Spinal unable to find anything
in the
with
mid fight. It's
Primal.
hard for him to get anything done
It's true.
because he's kind of fighting on the front line alone. The rest of his team really don't need to be there at all.
Mauga swapped though,
On
so
Mauga, I think Mauga here good. If Odin's gonna continue playing Mei, you kind of have to help it. Gotta play around it somewhat. Clock is ticking though. You're losing the time bank battle pretty badly.
oh,
Everything comes out. They eat a mid. Okay, there it had happened. Male gets eaten by Mizuki.
oh, Wind, what are you doing? Swapping?
Dying.
Swapping to Mauga,
Back
maybe?
reset.
I would have to assume you're swapping to Mauga, right? Surely.
I think so.
Yes.
He does like counter swapping to Mauga.
Definitely thought about it though. It wasn't like a instant decision. I think they're gonna try to contest this. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh, and Beats invested as well. They could potentially win this.
Rush is about to come out from. Wait, Wind goes down. Oh! Wind dies just before the Rush comes out, and then they blow Rush.
Oh my goodness. Wait. Spinal 11 HP clutch.
That is not.
Real Mariachi enjoyers know that could have went a different way. That exact same spot. Spinal, why are you dueling
Spinal?
Wind at
Spinal?
200 HP?
I don't think
That had to have
that
been like a
neither of
brain
his
fart.
supports were there. I don't think anyone communicated that both of his supports had died.
Do you need to communicate though that?
I
mean,
I don't know. I'm not the tank player, man.
like no, but also maybe. It wouldn't hurt just to confirm, you know.
I always tell my team when both supports are dead. They look like they're gonna fight something.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Telling is maybe too soft a word. I yell at my team. I make sure loud and clear they know I messed up again and I am back in the respawn room.
4 ults from the Kiangs here. 30 seconds on the clock. It's basically you play for a tie here.
Both teams just have almost everything. I mean, halfway to both support ults, yeah, but you have to get through those ults with your ults. And losing your tank right away is not a good way to start it.
Oh, that's a big combo.
Everything's coming out. Wait,
Emery ult. Oh, Odin hits a
Yeah.
clutch right click under the Emery.
Jargo just ulted and has 42% ult.
Yeah, the new elimination change is pretty
The
good.
elimination
for
changed from 25 to 33.
Spinal, what are you doing? Oh, just wait. Oh, you have rush. You just need to wait till they touch cart. Oh, brother.
Is a brutal way to lose a series.
Wait.
Assuming that's what happens.
Wind's
is
kind
in
of
trouble,
trapped.
But Mauga is very chunky. There's the rush. And the beat. Beat is way too
Odin might build another male though
That
with this
could be
perk.
bad.
Spinal's back.
Another Jargo ult doesn't hit anything, but you know.
Odin has
we'll let
another.
it go out of the gun.
Odin has another Blizzard here.
Jargo is literal 1 right now. Has to get the Mega. The beat there was just way too early.
Oh my
from
goodness.
the stretch, and
Oh
then
my
in
goodness.
a spot where
The
they
Susu
really-
comes out, but is it enough? I think it is. Corgi's falling dangerously low. Wynn's trying his best to find anyone on the cart, but Spinal's just throwing the
Nothing's happening
defense
until
matrix in
they're
his
waiting.
face.
There's a
We've got
Mizuki
the
now online.
we've got the
You have Mizuki
sanctuary.
now. Oh,
Dr.
Mizuki
Jargo picks up a kill on the cargo, Corgi. And Odin's just freezing up the Mauga. Spinal gets out with his life somehow.
Nothing can die.
Wins 1 HP. Odin's going back in. Dr. Jargo picks up another pick and a third one. Dr. Jargo's going nuclear. Another Freyald. Corgi's
So
trying to
with,
save this with the Emerald, but I think this is going to go to
Freyald
overtime.
in
Wow.
about a minute and a half. So importantly, though, they can't win,
No. We might be in
but they
For,
didn't lose.
a map 6. Oh my god, I need some water.
They didn't lose.
Switching sides.
If the Mizuki was there a second earlier, it would have eaten another male.
Initiating match.
Wow. Spinal came back, flew around the cart like a fly, didn't really do anything, but was able to distract them long enough for Odin and Jargo to build a second ult each. And Southwest to build another sanctuary. It's just absolutely
messages.
crazy.
Asking who Tomato Timmy is. I don't know. I don't know who Tomato Timmy is, guys.
Real ones know. I won't spoil, but real ones know. Let's just say that.
He's your next Aurora Esports MN channel moderator. That's all I'm saying.
Now, Thunder Chickens are going with the exact same look that they had there. Another thing I just thought of is Mizuki is like so good in that cart overtime fights because his hat just goes to everyone, no? Like every
Yeah.
single hat.
Yep. He's surprisingly good in brawl comps. It's hard to use him because he doesn't have a Suzu or a lamp. And
Right.
he doesn't provide speed, so it's hard to find a spot for him.
But he does
but
have
he does
the
provide a
roots,
lot of-
and he's got the fast ult. Okay, looks like Thunder Chickens are trying to go for the smart play here, but they might run out of time. I don't know if they're going to have enough time for more than one fight here. Although they're going to have to touch.
They do need point.
Odin
Odin goes
dead.
down early. That's huge. That's one person who could be touching.
Spinal also very
Uzu's
low.
well timed, but I don't think it's enough. Spinal's gonna go down. That should be enough.
Yeah, there's just angles on every angle. Angles on angles. And the Thunder Chickens clutch out Map 5 King's Road to take a 3-2 victory over the Kamino Kiangs. Very close. I mean,
That was played a lot better than maps 2 and 3.
yeah, the Kiangs definitely put up more fight this map than they should have, you could argue.
It was very much the closest map of the entire series.
Definitely,
Mistakes
yeah.
were minimized a lot less on this map too. Both teams playing a lot more cleanly. You get your pick of which Kiri you want to vote for.
I think I'm voting for Rasa.
I'm gonna vote Big Brain. Gotta cleanse those effects. My player's burning for 3 HP per second. You gotta make sure that that doesn't happen.
That's very true. Alright, well, we need to think about
I already know who I would pick.
who are you thinking?
I think just not only they were really good when they played their main role, but also the aura to hold EMP for 9 minutes.
Oh
I think
my
you gotta give the
God.
Korg one. They were very, very good on Kiriko today.
Yes, they were. I
And then
would
also
agree.
kind of on that last map, you didn't see it maybe a lot because they were of where they're positioning, because they're positioning away from a lot of the fights, so they weren't in the middle of the action. But their Emery was pretty good. I would give it to Korg one.
I'm not going to argue. I agree with that. So let's see if we can get Corgi in here. One sec. We're trying to get them into voice chat here. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, we'll award him his posthumous match MVP, I guess. Taken too
Yeah,
soon.
we made an effort, but unfortunately, no one was getting the signal here. So yeah, we gave it to Korg 1, and I think that'll wrap it up. You have anything else?
I was just gonna give a scoring update. The
Okay.
Luxies defeated the Lemurs. It was almost a reverse sweep, but then map 5 was a flashpoint reverse sweep to prevent the series reverse sweep. So there was another banger while we were doing this one.
So that was a Luxie 3-2 victory.
Luxie 3-2 victory.
Oh man, sounds like a great game over there on the other end. Two great games tonight. The unexpected Monday time slot banger. Who would have thought? But yeah, thank you for the score update. I believe that'll be it for us today. Been Corey on the Prod and Cast with Nadir. And we do have a game tomorrow, I believe. We've got Gouda Gouda Goats versus Rome Raccoon Dogs.
Ooh, that has
That's,
serious
yeah,
implications.
very, very big playoff implications. Quite literally fighting for the second seed in that match. So make sure you tune in. I'm really hoping that we can get that prodded. And yeah, we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone.